In today's video, we're going to discuss the overall market. There's going to be a crazy move happening next week, so we're going to get you all ready. As always, I'm also going to be sharing with y'all one stock, maybe even two stocks to watch for tomorrow. The setups are looking kind of nice. And I'm also going to be doing an updates on the stocks that I mentioned in the last video. Y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the Nasdaq, and in the last video I shared with you guys why I thought that we were going to jump, that we were going to make a massive move after that rate cut came in. All right, my initial thought, I told y'all with QQQ, my initial thought when I saw, let me clean up the charts. When I saw this structure right here, it's on a 1 hour. My initial thought was 482. It ended up opening at exactly 482 and went up a little bit more to 484. After hours, it looks like it wants to break above that high. This is looking like a break and retest on the SPY. And this is what I mean. So this is the SPY right here. Same structure as I showed you in that video. We have the break against this price target, and then we have the retest of support right here. It drops all the way down. And even on QQQ, it's pretty clear when I go onto the 5-minute, and you can see what I mean right here. Right there. All right. This support, well, this resistance actually became new support. A lot of buyers started loading up at that specific time, at that specific point in time for next week. And when I even zoom out to when I go back on a SPY and I zoom out to the 4 hour, for example, and then I draw a line from the previous all-time high, that is also where we get buyers stepping in ready for next week. So yeah, we're bullish. Like I told you before, don't fight the trend. Do not fight the trend. If you have calls, it looks like you're about to get paid in the morning because the futures are up by 0.65%, which is great. How high can this thing go? For SPY, definitely 574 tomorrow. By the end of the day, that's where I see the SPY going. Now with the VIX, I expect this thing to actually continue to fade down. Again, y'all see what I drew here, right? The levels got respected. We got that rejection from between Wednesday and Thursday, and we got room all the way down to 12, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, to 12 all the way down here. There's a lot of space for a fade on the VIX. Okay, now the stock that is about to make a crazy move tomorrow, that stock is Google. I shared with you guys Google in the last video. I did. All right, I shared it with y'all in advance, telling y'all that it was going to go up to, I believe the number I said was 170, which was a bit aggressive if you ask me. But it's not impossible. It's not impossible. First, we had the jump that happened on that day. All right. And then we have a bullish hammer filled with buyers right here. Y'all see this long wick? These are filled with buyers. We're going to zoom in some more. And I'm going to share with y'all the structure that I see on here. There's a bullish pennant on a 5-minute right here that broke out in the last 30 minutes of market hours. Immediately, I think this thing is gonna go up to 166 right here. All right, that's why I had this alert at the bottom. Obviously, that's being the stop loss. Again, below this line, the structure is done. The structure is dead. It's not gonna get up there. But as long as this opens up at here at 164 or above, yeah, the odds of us getting to 166 tomorrow are pretty good. So watch Google, like again, like the last video, watch Google for a long. I don't think it's done yet. where is it going to go if it was to exceed expectations? There's a gap on the left right at 170 that needs to get filled. There's also resistance right at 168.50. I expect that to get tagged probably, if not tomorrow, then Tuesday. Yeah, if not tomorrow, then Tuesday. Okay. And then where I would really be worried about a potential drop would be where these individuals are. 174. That's a bit over exaggerated. Like if we get there really, really quickly, watch out for a drop. Watch out for a retest. But for now, for this video, for the sake of this video, and for tomorrow, and maybe even for Tuesday, watch it for a long. The trend is bullish. Like I said, don't fight the trend. Now, the next one that I'm going to do an update on, that one is Disney. Unfortunately, but fortunately, I don't know, it's very weird. I had Disney calls. I got rid of them. On the 19th, like 6 minutes after the market closed. Like I had bought calls right at the close, and then when it jumps and it started to slow down at 95, I got rid of it. Why? Because it's really close to 96, and I didn't feel like being greedy on that day, so I had to get rid of my calls. Is it going to go up to 96? I think so. I definitely think so. I don't think it's done yet. And plus, the indices are up anyways, and the trend on the daily, the structure is still there and still very clean on the daily. All right. It can still make it. 100 isn't impossible this week. It's definitely something to watch for. Y'all see I have my alert on here, and I'm patiently waiting for it to ring. And when it rings, I'll most likely get back into it. Like most likely for that move up to 100. All right. So that's the update on Disney. Now there's another stock that I want to share with y'all. That one showed an ascending triangle that broke out. It showed an ascending triangle that broke out yet on Friday, and it also looks almost exactly like the Nasdaq. It's AVGO. Resistance is right here at 172, and we're gonna zoom into the 5-minute. Let me remove that. We're gonna zoom into the 5 minutes. There was an ascending triangle on the chart intraday right there that broke out at exactly 2 p.m. during power hour, and the volume was also significant. Well, at least you can see it compared to like the previous 5 minutes. So it broke out, it stayed above here. As long as it doesn't drop below 170 is good. And plus, looking at the futures, the odds of this thing climbing up to like 174 and continuing higher to 176 tomorrow, pretty decent. I'm not bearish on AVGO. This one is pretty strong. Like out of all of these semi stocks, like NVDA is the strongest by far, but this one is trying to compete. Like it climbs at a very ferocious pace. And it's a really, really good one, especially for those of y'all who are heavily invested in a semiconductor industry. All right, so I am bullish on AVGO. I think it can make it to 176. Now, let's do an updates. For those of y'all who made money on Apple, congratulations. I told you guys watch it for a long up to 230 by Friday, and it got to 231 by Friday. All right, so congratulations to anybody who captured that move and were able to make money on it. The contracts were up by a ton on day one and on day two. If you look on here, there is a nasty sell-off, which is, I guess, a lesson for those of y'all who may have been too greedy. Like it got to 230, 231 is like a gift, you know, on that day. This nasty sell-off, treat this as a warning. When you're up, collect your gains and then reassess the situation in the final minutes of the trading session. But for now, is it going to go higher? The answer is most likely. Maybe that sell-off was a gift to make the calls a lot cheaper for a re-entry at the very, very last minute. just in anticipation of a gap up above the white line and for a continuation like this to 235, because there is that gap on the left that got to be filled. All right, so it could be a gift that happened in the last 5 minutes just to get in at a tremendous discount at the prices on the contracts that were similar to the prices at like right here at 226. This is what happens when there is a violent sell-off like that. The contracts get hit pretty hard. So, but it also provides an opportunity. Watch this one coach for a continuation long. That's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks. And that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button. As always, gonna make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 10 p.m. Central Time. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on these videos. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul and Goodman at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.